mob bosses would drop their bodies off.
One of the places that people will warn you not to go to, Mags and I went to.
And I never took my eyes off of the doorway.
Hey guys, thank you again for joining us on another episode. We're so excited to have you guys with us again. Today we're going to be talking about something near and dear to our hearts, places that we have been, investigated, and seen a few spooky things. So let's get into it. What we wanted to do was get some more people that were experienced in these places. So we went online and we saw a few people that went to these specific haunted areas that we have investigated before. And we wanted to show you guys what they thought and then show you guys our experiences there. So the first one that we have here is Rita Road. We grew up right next to where this place is. We've been there, what do you say, like 3 or 4 times, Lise, maybe even more.
I would say,
Yeah, we've
that.
taken pictures there, we've gone on nature walks there, and more than not, we have investigated there. If you guys haven't heard, Rita Road is an infamous place that has a hitchhiker ghost tale of Elizabeth Wilson. She is a hitchhiker that goes about Rita Road asking for rides. She asks to go off to Ross Cemetery, and once the driver gets there, she disappears. That's just one of the tales of Rita Road. Another one is that that's where the mob bosses would drop their bodies off and they would just leave them in the swamp. So a lot of spooky tales, and we decided to go on our own. So if you want to go ahead and watch the clip that we got from TikTok of someone investigating one of the most haunted places in Indiana, go ahead right now.
Still cannot explain what happened at that road. Legend says that Rita Road was a hotspot for the Indiana mob to dispose of bodies in the 1930s.
Nobody knows what is left behind in this swamp.
And even more chilling, residents claim to encounter hitchhikers who resemble confirmed victims, begging to go to the nearby cemetery. Within 30 minutes of being at Rita Road, we received a missing persons alert, as well as saw a woman mysteriously walk directly out of the swamp.
What is actually happening in this place? She literally just walked straight out of here. There's nothing here.
Okay, Lise, does that bring up any memories for you when we went to go visit?
Oh, yes. Yes, it did. You know, Mags and I watched videos where we heard screams coming from people's recorders. So it was amazing what Mags caught on our EVP recorder.
Yes.
We heard something of a scream. And Mags and I have been doing this for years. This is the first time that we caught something like that.
Yes, and it was crazy because you can see in the video, it's still sunlight. We're just trying to get our stuff together and get, the investigation going. And all you can hear is this blood curdling scream on our recorder. If you guys want to take a look and see, we'll put a snippet right here for you.
I am going to turn on the spirit box to see if we catch anything. Has it done it before?
My mouth dropped. When I heard that, my mouth dropped.
I know. And then after that, I remember us going a little bit deeper into the woods and like trying to communicate a little bit more. We actually went towards that swamp that the other video was talking about, and it just gave an ominous feeling. Did you feel that when we were walking down that way, Lise?
Oh yeah, there's like there's something in the air there, some kind of energy that
Right.
we could pick up by our intuition. So not just with our devices, but we were feeling something.
Yeah, and on our way out, our detecting devices just kept going off. They were just going crazy, and we didn't know what the heck was going on. Like the whole time it was fine. We went through, that device did not go off one bit. It would go off here and there, but when we were leaving, that's when it was going crazy. So me and Lise were like, okay, maybe we should say a prayer before we go home, because we don't want these entities following us. So that's what we did that day. All right, this next video that we have is from our one place that we visited, which is near and dear to our hearts. We love this place. However, sadly, they have condemned this place. It's no longer there. You guys can't visit it anymore, which really, really bums me out because we love this place. It was full of history and spirits, to be honest with you. And we found this next clip. It so happens to be with our friend, the ghost hunter Dan Norval. Shout out to him. We love him. He went and investigated here, and in this next clip you'll see that he caught a dark figure in a hallway, and we'll let you watch that and we'll tell you about our experiences there, which kind of match that.
Hey guys, it's Ghost Hunter Dan, and this is a picture of Manteno State Hospital, and right above me you see a guy standing in the doorway. Now, nobody was in the hospital right then because we had everybody outside so that we could account for everyone, and I was the one who snapped this picture. I was standing guard at the door, so there was nobody in there, and yet this guy is leaning against the door. So I motioned over to my buddies Tim and Jim, who were there with me that night, and all three of us went into, I never took my eyes off this guy. He turned around and he walked into that room right there. And we walked in there after him. This room, guys, was only about 10 by 15 feet long. No windows. There was nobody in there. He never walked back out, and I never took my eyes off of the doorway that he walked through. So, was it a ghost? I don't know. He looks like a normal guy to me, but nobody else. We could account for everybody and their whereabouts at the time that I took this picture right here.
So what do you think of what he caught, Lise?
I believe that that was a spirit. I mean,
yeah.
when we went into Manteno, we caught some crazy action in there. And it was just us in there. We went with David Scott from IPRA, also my cousin Adrian, who has been there many times. And we caught the sounds of rocks being thrown. Maggie's device that was left on the floor somehow got damaged.
Yep.
Then we heard them call Adrian's name on the device. That just shows, I mean, that there's some kind of crazy activity going on in Manteno, and we were the lucky ones to get in there. Dan, IPRA, Mags, and I were so lucky to be able to investigate this place before it was torn down.
Yes, the memories that I have there are unbelievable because just going in there, there's little pieces and snippets of the history that you can still see, like wheelchairs. You can see like a couple down the hall. You can see that they had those tubs still in there where they were using those hydrotherapy tubs still. And that's where we caught, if you remember, at least on our voice recorder, when we played it back, it said, "I'm in the tub." And you can hear it clear as day, which sends goosebumps up our backs, you know, every time I listen to it. That place was phenomenal, you know, to get to investigate, and I feel lucky that we were able to do so. I'm glad that Dan went ahead and put this video out so we can, you know, let the people know we did this too, and there was spirits there. And like I said, unfortunately this place has been condemned. You can no longer visit, and it kind of sucks, but you know, I'm glad we got what we got that day.
Yeah, it just felt like there was so much activity in Manteno State Hospital. It just felt like there was more energy in that building than in other places that we investigated.
Yeah, for sure. And there's just, I don't know, there was just so much residual energy I felt that came out in all of our recordings and our devices, and I would have loved to visit that place one more time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot, guys. No. one of the places that people will warn you not to go to, Mags and I went to.
Of course.
Extremely haunted places you should never go to. Lake County Jail in Crown Point, Indiana. This facility was originally thought to be escape-proof, but an inmate proved it wrong in 1934 when he escaped, and his name was John Dillinger. The jail remained in operations until the 1970s when it was closed down and deemed a historic site and underwent restorations. Since then, it's been documented that physically seen apparitions sitting in cells, as well as the giant doors opening and slamming shut on their own, voices, footsteps, simply all of the above have been witnessed by visitors and the volunteers that work there. People need to understand that visiting a haunted jail in particular, the inhabitants were extremely deranged and psychopathic killers just to begin with. So you're unlikely to find any type of friendly apparition there. So imagine what their ghostly forms are like after their deaths.
In the videos we're going to show you, you're going to see why this is one of the most haunted places in the nation. I would have to say, would you agree, Mags?
I would definitely agree. Not only did this place have history of the biggest bank robbers, you know, escaping from it, but Johnny Depp made a movie there. How crazy is that? You know, so it has to say something. And this place we visited not once, but twice. And both times were amazing to investigate. We'll let you see some snippets of things that we caught both times.
Our stationary camera catches the noise as well.
Something is closing. Okay. A whistle. Someone just whistled at us. Can you do it again for us?
Notice how these orbs dart around and some vanishing right before your eyes. We were warned about what we call the crawling spirit, and lucky enough to have caught a mist where it's been spotted. Is this the crawling spirit that runs up to your feet? We are at the bottom of the stairs by the booking area.
You guys want to join us? We're kind of lonely.
Something interesting now takes place. K2 is set off, we feel a temperature change and hear a scary sound of a dog.
What is that? Just a lot. Sounds like a dog. I just heard something. Yeah. That's a dog. The K2's going off.
Did we capture the ghost dog many report hearing and not seeing?
If you're in the tunnel, can you come back down by the green light on the floor? Sure. You heard the temperature change?
So when we went to this place, not only did we catch different things like mists and orbs, but we had our ghost box playing and we caught a few things. You guys take a listen to this.
I have someone here for you to book.
It's claimed if you call out to James First Salmons, you will be touched.
James First Salmons? Is there a James First Salmons in here? Please come down to the office. After I said something like that, got some like weird pain in the back of my leg, but it might just be a coincidence.
I felt something on the back of my neck, but it wasn't a pain. It was just like a touch. Did someone touch me?
We believe this is James communicating with us. Did he jokingly reply what to Maggie for touching her?
Yeah, what was so cool, Mags, in the video is that Sandy had told us that there's times they hear a music box, and that's what you could hear in that clip.
Our stationary camera now captures a light followed by an eerie musical tune.
I remember Sandy telling us that the sheriff's family would live on the bottom floor of this jail. So this family would be living right next door or a door away from inmates, which is mind-boggling to me. But they had children living there. So is this music box that we heard one of the children's music boxes? You guys, I don't know, you guys take a listen and find out and see for yourself. You tell us, what do you think that music is?
Also, Sandy had told us that the spirits there like females. They like when females visit. So it seemed like they kind of did put a show on for us. We heard jail cells closing. We seen a mist go by Maggie's feet. We can play that. That might have been the crawling spirit that people have reported seeing there. We'd also caught orbs. There was a lot of activity. There was some kind of, it looked like a butterfly that was flying up by the stairs.
Yes.
And we also heard barking at the time. The K2 was going off. Just so much activity there.
Yeah, it was really unbelievable. And we love to visit this place. And hopefully soon we get to visit again. That place is still up and running, still taking tours. So if you guys ever want to visit, I know in our TikToker, he said, don't ever go. But me and Lisa say, go for the experience. If you want to see some ghosts, this is the place to go.
I so agree. Yep. All right. Well, thank you for watching, guys. Mags.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Tune in again. We'll have some more videos for you. And as always, thank you for all the support. And please like and subscribe. Till next time.
Yep. Like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for your support.
Thanks,
See ya.
guys. Bye.
I am going to turn on the spirit box to see if we catch anything. Has it done it before?